Hello, everyone. Welcome to episode 17 of this series. In the last episode, we did a lot more detailing around the house, and I have adjusted some of that off camera. For example, the bench here used to be made of trapdoors. I've switched it to just stone. We'll see how it looks. But we built this nice tree, and we did a lot more detailing on the inside. Now, there are a few things that I have added. As you can see, I still need to go and finish adding them, actually. I need to I'll go get the book while I talk about this. So I added a little banner under the sink, because then it sort of looks like a tea towel. And I've added some carpets in item frames, which sort of look like cabinet handles. Just gotta find the bit invisible. There we go. And invisible. There we go. Mm. Mm. I kind of want to leave the item frame visible, because that just looks like it's something in it, whereas with the item frame there, I don't know. We'll see. Okay, that might be changed again in the future. But something else that I did, which I did is off camera, is I gathered over, because we still have quite a few stacks in the chest somewhere, but I gathered over 63 stacks of sand, so that I could fully fill up all of these ones. That one's gonna go in a second. Why is it not? Okay, that is something I will troubleshoot later. I'm still trying to get that automated. I'll find a fix for that later. I probably need a slightly different item. In this episode, I'm honestly not sure what I'm going to be doing. I've got 30 levels, so I'm going to quickly see what enchants I can get on my armor. That's just flat and breaking. Okay. I need to try and find a mending book for my trident. So I'll put this away while we're here. We had... Yeah, we've got a couple of protection free books. How many diamonds have we got again? I really want Featherfall on the boots. But Depth Stride is really nice, as is Respiration. You know what? I can, if I grindstone this, I can see what the enchantments are. Let's see if it's worth. Fire protection? No. Protection 4. Nah, fuck it. We'll see what protection 4 is like. What am I looking for? Lapis, here we go. Actually, I'll also put the flowers away while I'm here. But the whole reason I want to get this done is because I do actually want to go and try and kill the Ender Dragon soon. Yeah. Okay, that's not bad. That would be nice to have. I mean, Prop 4 on Breaking Free is nice. Protection 4 is just generally pretty good. Dump that back in there. Drop both of those in there. I will take that bow. I will also take... if I end up using special arrows, Infinity doesn't work. If I always have... So it's a bow that had mending, right? Yeah. No, we're getting a flame on it. I mean, here's the thing: we have a skeleton farm, so. Hmm. Fuck it, we'll go with the infinity one. How much is that? 14. How much is that? 22. How much is these two? 10. How much is that? 27. How much is that? 17. There we go. Okay. So we've now got a good bow. So I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to leave the trident in there for the minute. Actually, let's check what the book is real quick, because if it is something like mending, then it might be piercing. No. Okay. I think we're going to. I'm really not quite sure. Let's have a little look, see, and see if we can't figure out something to do today. You know what? Let's go to the warp forest and get some ender pearls. Let's actually get everything that we need for the ender dragon fight all sorted out now. And I'd like to do that in episode 20. So we've got a bit of time, considering this is only episode 17. But the main reason why I want to get the end sorted out is I really want shulker boxes before we do any sort of big farm build, like a iron farm, which is definitely something we're going to make. As I've mentioned before, we're going to have a big old industrial district over in the ocean where that monument, slime chunk, and amethyst cluster all sort of intersect. But I do want, yeah, I do want shulker boxes. Gathering the 63 stacks of sand made me realize just how valuable shulker boxes are, and how much of a pain it is when you don't have them. I'm gonna take the exact coordinates. I make this mistake every time. I never take the exact coordinates of the exit down, and then we always run into the issue. Right, it's negative 502, 56, negative 218. Okay. Cool. $21. There we go. That'll do. I'm going to drop a whole bunch of the glowstone up in here. I'll need that on me. Spare potions. Those can sit in there. Gonna have a second old / spare gear chest over here. I need to label these. I'll label them in a minute. We're gonna have another blocks chest. Yep, it'll be this one. And it can have the shroom light and the wart and that and the nether brick. Actually, I think I already have nether bricks elsewhere. Yep. I'll put the iron back, the bones in there, I'll put the coal in there, warped roots in there. So what else? What were we doing? We were doing potions. Right. And I needed... Okay, we'll make 2 sets of strength potions, because we have plenty of these guys now. Add that into blaze powder. Put the blaze rods back in there. Okay. Don't need the backward cream. Don't need the golden carrots. I can put those back. Tuck the Eyes of Ender in there. I will need glowstone. I might need some redstone, and I will definitely need nether wart. And I will also definitely need glass bottles. Okay. We'll put some glowstone in there. We'll put that in there. I'll also put spare blaze powder in each of these, so that they're all stocked up. Is that a flow point? It is. Seems to never managed to get that water working properly. Okay. You can go to strength. So we've got some instant health too. That's great. We'll make another set of instant health 2s. And your strength, and you're going to be strength as well. Actually, no, we only need 1 strength. We have night vision. Oh, you know what? A second set of night vision doesn't hurt anyone. There's some strength. We'll up the duration. Make some more healing. Second set of night vision certainly doesn't hurt, considering we're going to be exploring the end. Right, up their duration. Right, you guys are done. And you... I am surprised that strength is 8 minutes. But it's not strength 2. It's just flat strength. See, I fully expected it to be sort of like slow falling, where it's like 4 minutes instead. Okay, cool. There we go. Right, so we've got the potions made for the Ender Dragon fight. I'm going to take them out of there. We should also probably put a whole bunch of blocks in there. I mean, I suppose we can technically just gather endstone when we need it. That can go in old slash spare gear. And these can be tucked back up in here. I'm not quite sure what we're going to do now. That's all prepped. That's prepped. I'll grab a whole bunch of stone just because we have it. Okay. Wow. I'm going to have a little think about what we do now. I will bring you guys back once I've thought of something. Okay, I've got an idea. While I was smelting up all that glass, I realized how much of a pain in the ass it was, and I actually ended up going to the nether like 3 times to use lava instead of burning through all the coal. I want to get a super smelter set up, which will include an automatic bamboo farm, all of which will be housed underneath the base. I haven't built any sort of flying machine in a long time. I haven't built any sort of automatic smelter in a long time. So this is going to be fun. We're obviously going to use bamboo. Now we are going to need slime. So we have a few slime balls. We really need some more. So I'm going to go over to... I'm going to go find that swamp again. Or a swamp. And I'm going to chill there. Until I get plenty of slime balls. So we're going to need slime balls. I think that's the only thing that we're missing. We've got plenty of iron, as well as plenty of hoppers just built. And what I will probably do is have haven't quite figured out how I'm going to place it in yet. I will probably push these guys back. How much? That's what? That's 4. That's 5. I can technically get more out of it if I put it there. I mean, it's just going to be a little viewpoint, just to keep this area looking, quote-unquote, nice and lively. So, yeah, okay. I'm going to go get some slime. And I'm going to keep recording, see if anything interesting happens. We have it. But otherwise, there will be a cut here, and we will be ready to build the bamboo farm. I've just got to remember where the slime biome is. I think it was over this way. Let's see. Because if I can get a super smelter set up, we're all good for smelting in future. And hey, there we go. That's a project for this episode and next. Boom. Done. Episode 19 maybe as well. Look at that. Just like that, I figured out what I'm going to do. You can't get through this way. Yeah, because I'm pretty sure we came back over this way, I think. And I think there was a slime biome. Oh, we could have got through. Tits. I'm pretty sure we kept going this way. Off we go. I did originally think maybe I make a few little villager trading areas, specifically for farmers and fletchers and librarians for certain books, like Unbreaking. Mending specifically actually was the one that came to mind. But Unbreaking wouldn't hurt either, and I do want to get a sharpness book at some point and put it on an axe. I prefer axes to swords for most things, apart from crowd clearing. Crowd clearing swords are the way to go. But when you're in a fight with like 2 enemies, one of which you don't want to hit, it's a hell of a lot easier to use an axe. A hell of a lot easier. Okie dokie. We've got plenty of slime balls now, which is more than enough for the flying machine that we want to make. I've now got to figure out where to put it. Oh, I hadn't thought about that. Okay. I gotta be 6 wide on both sides. That's gonna be the input and output chest. Then I can probably put it there, no problem. I might even be able to make it so that we can look down and see it. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is we're gonna now dig out and hopefully build an automatic bamboo farm. We might also squeeze in an automatic sugarcane farm. Not that we necessarily need it right now, but I have the odd feeling we might need it in the future when we make a lot of firework rockets. So yeah, we'll get onto that now. Okay, slight cut in here. I just realized I don't even need a flying machine. Oh, I did all of that for nothing. Because you can make a really super compact one. With observers. I mean, a flying machine allows me to make, like, a bigger one, but, like, I can just make a lot of really compact ones. Fuck. Okay. That's fine. This is fine. We're still gonna make one. I might put the flying machine in out of stubbornness, but we'll see.
first, I go about making all of the redstone bits and pieces that I'm going to need for this project. And that ranges from hoppers to observers and pistons. I do eventually put in a hopper minecart system instead, as you will see in a second. But to begin with, I just use regular hoppers. Now, the way that we sort of put it together is you have the total build is 3 by 3 for like 3 blocks high, 3 blocks deep. Closest level to you is where you put a dirt block and either sugarcane or bamboo, depending on what you want to grow. Then 1 block back, you put a row of cobblestone, and then on top of that, you put pistons facing towards you, and on top of that, you put observers observing towards you, with the output going behind them. Then, you put a block directly behind the piston, and you put a piece of redstone on top of that. And now, whenever the observer detects any block growth in front of it, it will activate the entire farm, and everything will pop off. Very, very, very good. Granted, with sugarcane, you've also got to make sure that you dig out a little dip for there to be water, because sugarcane needs water to grow. And I might try and make a more high efficiency sugarcane farm. For when I actually get on the light and I'm going to use a lot of firework rockets. But for now, this one does fine, and I have plans / have started work on a big industrial bamboo farm for purely for fuel purposes. As you can see, I end up making a little feedback loop by placing an observer observing an observer. So when one of the observer observes the observer being placed, it updates, which forces the observer that it observed to update, and so on and so forth. It's pretty funny. So yeah, you can put hoppers directly in front, but they don't actually catch everything, especially with bamboo, because bamboo, unlike sugarcane, actually is a physical block that you can bump into. So what I do end up doing, as you will see in a moment, is I end up putting in a minecart track that goes underneath both sides, one for each side, put a hopper minecart on that, and have that running through an automatic unloading system. An automatic unloader is a very interesting thing to make, and I will tell you more about it when we actually build it. I start laying down the framework for the actual building itself. I end up using dark oak, oak, and light grey. Well, dark oak logs, and dark oak. Nope. Dark oak logs, oak logs, light grey stained glass. There we go. Got it. Third time. Third. Listen, it's late at night. Okay, give me a break. So I end up using that for the main block palette. It matches the beehive house thing, and I quite like the palette anyway. What I will note, as I note at the end of this video is, at the time that I am now recording this, I have actually moved it. And I've done a little bit more work on it. And you guys will see that in episode 19. Yes, as you can see, I end up making some, I end up making a minecart. I also end up making some rails. As well as a few hoppers, because you do need them for a few things. Also then take some time to figure out how I'm going to have it turn itself to storage. Like I said, this one is more of a proof of concept. I did actually off camera rebuild it just behind the beehive area. Like I said, you won't see that until episode 19, which will come out a week from this video being uploaded. Hopefully, fingers crossed. But the way that an automatic unloading system works is you have a hopper minecart, you have a hopper, a powered rail, comparator, a repeater, a redstone torch, and a chest. You have a hopper feeding into a chest. You place the powered rail on top of the hopper. You then place the comparator so that it is reading the hopper for information. You then place a block above the comparator and in front of the comparator. You then place a redstone torch on the back of the block that's in front of the comparator. Put a block on top of the redstone torch. You then put a repeater facing towards the comparator on top of the block in the middle. And that way, because that way what it's doing is it's detecting for when the hopper is empty. And that will happen when the hopper minecart is fully unloaded. So once the hopper minecart is fully unloaded, it sends a signal which powers the powered rail. Otherwise, the powered rail is unpowered, which is pretty fucking cool. Yes, as you can see here, comparator facing in, redstone torch on the back, repeater facing towards. Perfect, beautiful, fairly compact as well. Very nice, very good, very helpful. As you can see, I try and do a few other designs. I don't quite know why, you know, it's working fine, just leave it as is, you know. And then I put some chests and also then put I connect the railway track, and I then put in the automatic unloading system. Helps you have a real easy way of seeing whether the damn thing's working or not. You know, it's probably a solid 40-45%. Oh yeah, it looks kind of cool, and at the very least a solid 55%. Let's make sure that this actually fucking works. Ah, redstone. Thou art a cruel mistress. Together, and they have a very nicely contrasting texture.
Okay, so that was a bigger build than I expected, and it is not done by any means. because I have the odd feeling that I'm going to move it. Because I really liked the view of the house as we were coming down the river. And I'd much rather put, like, a big tree here than this big old building. I'll probably put that over there somewhere. But it is working, and that's the important part. We have gotten a bit of sugarcane and a fair bit of bamboo, but I have the odd feeling I'm going to need a lot more bamboo. So we probably will need an industrial scale bamboo farm, which I do have, I've got a couple of ideas for, and that will be using a flying machine. But I think we're going to do that post Ender Dragon. Because next episode, I think I've got a few ideas for next episode. I want to take a little bit of a break from building, because that was a little bit of because that was a bit of an annoyance to build, and I could do with a little bit of a break. Now, I think, first of all, I'm going to go clear out my inventory. So yeah, so episode 18, which is next episode, I've got a few, which I'm going to be recording in a minute. I've got a few plans for. Episode 20 is going to be the dragon fight. Episode... Let's see here. Hang on. Yeah, that needs to go in there. You need to go in there. I need to reorganize this. I can put the redstone away. Put these redstone components away. I'm gonna put the furnaces back down. Just we're probably gonna need them. Okay, episode 19, I don't quite know what I'm going to do, but episode 20 will 100% be the Ender Dragon fight. And then episode 21 will probably be end exploring. Depends how quickly we kill the dragon. But yeah, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next episode. Bye.